In this class of Python, we are going to understand about what comments. Okay. So what is this comments? Comments are used for describing statements in program to understand the flow and logic of what program. So comments are not translated and comments are not executed. Okay. So comments does not run, comments does not execute in the program. Okay. So let us understand one simple example here. Let me say that file, new file. Suppose let's say that I write one simple statement print, okay, let's say one. I say print, that is what TWO2. Then print, that is what we call as 3. Okay. Suppose I put this particular line as a comment, and this is also I put like a comment. Okay. And if you observe carefully in this program, let me say that I save the program as a.py. Okay, right. Now, when I run the program, this particular output you will be getting, but these two lines will not execute because these particular statements I made as what comment. Comment means any statement that begins with what hash, that particular statement is called as comment. So if I run the program, if you observe carefully, okay, only one it is printed. Okay. So now suppose if I remove this hash here, then now what happens is this statement also it will run. Now you will get 1 and 2 as output and you will not get the 3. Okay, run module. Okay, so this is a common statement. This is a common statement that does not translate and that does not execute. Okay, so this is what I would like to say here. Comments are not translated and comments are not executed. Comments are ignored. We can say that. Comments are of two types: single line comments and what multi-line comments. Okay, single line comments and what multi-line comments. Single line comment means that begins with what hash. So any comment line that begins with hash is a single line comment. Okay, means that particular line will be commented. Suppose if you want to make multiple lines as a comment, then we have to put that comment lines you have to put in what 3 single quotes. 3 single quotes you have to put. 3 single quotes. So let me write here 3 single quotes. Okay, there should not be any space, but to make you understand carefully, clearly, that is what I am putting a space here, but you should not give the space. Okay, so either you can give 3 single quotes or you can use what 3 double quotes, please. 3 double quotes also we can give it. 3 single quotes or 3 double quotes. This is what happens. Okay, so therefore now how can I make this particular multiple lines comment? Okay, multi-line comment, how can I make it? For example, 1 2 3, and here I put something called as 1 2 3. Now this is 2 lines commented. Now run module, you get only 3. So this is what you got, only 3. Okay, so like this multiple comments. Now the point comes here, it is why we have to use comments. Comments are used for describing the program. For example, let me say, let me open the previous programs. Okay, file, open the file, like a triangle program is there. Okay, triangle program. Let's say that this is a triangle program. Okay, in this program I would like to add some comments. Okay, so this program, I write a comment here. This program reads, okay, reads base and height values and calculates, okay, calculates area of triangle. Okay, like this we can write it. Okay, area of a triangle. So if you want, you can also put as the 2 lines comment. You can read the 2 hashes, or you can put in what here 1 2 3, and this one I can delete it. Okay, and I can write here 1 2 3, like this multi-line comments you can write it. Okay, and here, okay, here I can say that on single line comment I write here, okay, reads values, okay, reads values for base and what height. Okay, okay, here I write calculates, okay, okay, area of triangle. Okay, and here I write a comment like what prints area, prints what area on screen. Okay, on screen. Okay, right, this is what like this I can describe the program, what is happening in the program, the program logic, the program flow I can describe with the help of comments. This is what purpose generally comments are used. Okay, so when I run the program output will be very same. So this is 1.2 and 3.4 and I'll get the answer. Sorry, let me run once again. Run module. Okay, base is equal to 1.2 and height is equal to 4. Okay, this is the answer that I got. Fine. So thereafter what happens here, it is multi-line comments completed. Next, we are going to understand multi-line statements. Yes, you can write the statements on multiple statements on the same line by putting what? Semicolon. By putting what? Semicolon. Okay, we can write multiple lines on the same line. So let us understand the same program here. So what are these comments and everything I am going to delete, please, because I want to make it very clear. Okay, otherwise let me clear. Okay, directly I write the values. Let's say that delete this one, delete this one. Okay, I'll calculate area of a triangle and I also print on the monitor. Suppose I can write base is equal to 2.5. Directly I am giving the value, semicolon. Now I can write height is equal to, in the same line, that what we call as 5.6. Then I can also calculate here the same line like this. And the printing I am writing on a separate line. So like this, multiple statements you can write on the same line, provided that each statement should end with what? Semicolon. Okay, semicolon. This is what happens with it. Okay. Now I run the program, run the program. Same answer I'll get 1.2 and what 5.4. Okay. Sorry, this program is not running properly. Once again I run module. Now it's asking, sir, now it is printing on the monitor. You can see that area of a triangle is equal to 6.72. Okay, it's not reading any value. I'm giving the input, but sorry. Okay, so this is directly got the answer. Clear? So this is what happens with this one. Okay, fine. Now one more thing is what multiple variable definitions. Okay, you can define multiple variables on the same line. Okay, same line you can write it. Example, you can see name comma roll number comma branch is equal to king 105 and what? CSC. Means king is stored into name and 105 stores into roll number and CSC stores into what? Branch. Like this, it is possible that okay in this particular console only we write here we write it, right? This is what happens. Okay, now you can print the name, roll number and what? Branch like this. So like this, multiple variables can be defined on the same line. It is possible in Python. Okay, right. Then we are going to understand what? Separator keyword as well as what? End keyword. Okay, so this separator and first of all we understand separator keyword. This separator parameter used with what? Print function. Okay, I repeat please. Okay, the separator parameter, SCP parameter, can be used with the print function to specify the value separator. What is that meaning? What do you mean by that? Let me open the new window, please. Let me open the new window. What is this separator is all about? Okay, let me open IDLE. Okay, let me open the IDLE. Yes, let us say that A comma B comma C is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 10 comma 20 comma 30. Okay, right. Now I print on the monitor, print A comma B comma C. If you see the output, see between these A B values, the default separator you are getting here, it is space, one space you are getting. Okay, means if you write like this, how this particular Python is going to convert means there is a separator keyword that will be added by the Python itself, which is a space. See, that is the same output you got it. So the default separator is what? Space. Okay, default separator is space. Okay, for the print function. Suppose you want to change that separator. Yes, you want to change the separator. Suppose I would like to write hash. Now instead of space you are going to get hash between the values. Okay, you can give anything please, anything that you can give here please. Okay, let me say that double okay at the rate, you can give it, no problem. Okay, right, you can give separator as what? 1 comma, no problem, there is no problem, there is no issue. Okay, right, this is what separator keyword. Okay, so this is what? This is a separator. Okay, the separator parameter can be used with what? Print function to specify the value separator. Okay, right. Now end parameter we are going to understand. Similar to separator, we can also have end parameter in the print function. The end parameter can be used with print function to specify the end value. Now what is this end value? Let us understand the example please. Okay, the end value I am going to make it, but we understand with the help of program only. So you understand the program here, new file I am taking, and these values I am going to copy please. Now you understand carefully what is happening. So in the program only we understand. Let us say here please everybody, this is A value I am printing, B value I am printing and C value I am printing. Okay, so these print statements generally prints on what? Separate lines. Okay, right. Suppose a, b, c are is equal to 10, 20 and 30. Print a value, b value, c value. How it is going to print on the monitor? Run module. See that 10, 20 and 30 you got it. Okay, just wait please. Okay, so now what happens is this print statement is printing on what? Separate lines. Printing on what? Separate lines. Means how it is going to work means this one. So what does it do? This is what happens. Print statement a comma, it is going to use end parameter. The default end parameter value is /n. /n means what? Cursor moves to next line. Okay, so this is what generally happens with every print statement. The default thing that is going to happen, okay, with every statement is like this. As a result, after printing the a value, it will move the cursor to next line. After printing the b value, it will move the cursor to next line. After printing the c value, it will move to the next line. As a result, you see that the three values are printing on the different lines. Okay, but what I would like to do is I would like to change this end value. End is equal to, let me say that comma. Okay, then end value I am changing. Okay, so comma end is equal to, I write what? Hash. Yes, you can do that particular thing. Okay, so here also I can write what? Something end is equal to, okay, at the rate something, anything I can give it. Now if I run the program, you see the output what you are getting. Okay, so first of all a is printed and a comma, end with comma, and b value is printing and what? End with what? Hash. Then c value printing ending with what? 3 at the rates. Means now these three print statements are printing on the same line only. See, same line. So if you want to print different print statement values on the same line, then you have to control the end value. Okay, end value. Got it? So this is what the end parameter is all about. Okay, so this is what we have completed in this particular class.